Hi YouTube, it's your girl Miss Lena to you. I want to talk about this Jalen Rose incident where last winter he was in Bloomfield Township and he crashed his SUV, a Cadillac Escalade, into a ditch. He slid into a ditch, but it was a single accident involving no other cars. It was just his own vehicle, and he had a passenger with him. But once they did like a field sobriety test, Jalen Rose was considered legally drunk by the Michigan laws. And he was sentenced today, and he's facing 93 days of jail time, which is going to start August the 2nd. He's going to do 20 days actually in jail. But I put a video on here because I have a video with him being in court today. And his attorney that represent him, I know it's his job to look for sympathy from the court and the judge or what have you. But come on, you got to consider Jalen Rose. Whether it's you or any other celebrity or just John Q. Public, you're drinking and you're getting behind the wheel. It's like playing Russian roulette with a gun. You know what the outcome is going to be if you pull the trigger. You're driving a car intoxicated. Then you're driving with somebody else, and I don't want to pass judgment here, but I think that's why the laws is you got to be 21 in order to drink, because at that age they figure that you're responsible enough to control your actions. He's an analyst for ESPN. He has an education. His attorney gets in court and gets to telling the sob story about how he was brought up. Okay, I feel sorry for him. Like a lot of people that is deprived of different luxuries or just daily living. You know, okay, they say, oh, he was raised in Detroit and he was pretty much poor and he was raised, his father wasn't in his life. How old are you, Jalen? I understand that happened in your childhood, but if you're that irresponsible, maybe you shouldn't be drinking. Maybe they should not just have a age range for drinking, but when the person is mentally able to make right decisions. How many times have we heard about the lives that has been lost because of somebody was drinking and driving, and 99% of the time the person that caused the death gets a scratch and walk away. Tell that to the people that represent MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Tell that to the 4 children that I wrote about a couple years ago, high school students that got killed by Francis Dingle in St. Clair Shores. This lady plowed into these teenagers. They coming from a restaurant because she decided she wanted to drink. And yes, by the laws of Michigan standards, she was old enough to drink. But was she responsible? Is she responsible? No, she's not. This lady had a history of drinking and driving. How many people have a history of drinking and driving, but yet they let them go? I just wrote a story 2 days ago about the mother that's in Marietta, Georgia. Her son get mowed down by the drunk driver. They wanted to give her 3 years. What is going on with these people in this alcohol? Jalen, you're an ESPN sports analyst. Wake up. If you got a problem, maybe you should get help, because somebody that you kill may not be a drinker at all. I think that's very irresponsible of you. And if it was anybody else, if you drink and you drive, you serve the consequences. It don't have nothing to do with you being a celebrity, and you should get the slap on the wrist and going about your way or pay your way out of something. You can't pay to bring a life back. You can't. There's no price on a person's life. You should be ashamed of yourself. In my personal opinion, you should have gave a public apology for it. And that lawyer, you should pay him swell, because he did one Oscar-winning performance in that courtroom trying to tell everybody, pretty much break out with the violin. Jalen had a bad life. A lot of us done had a bad life. And me, myself, being from Detroit, it's not like saying I was raised in a mansion that had a silver spoon in my mouth. I had a rough life. But do you see me drinking and driving? No. Do you see a lot of people in Detroit drinking and driving? No. So there's no excuse about your childhood. If you got a problem with alcohol, maybe you shouldn't drink. Or maybe you should go get some help. Besides getting in front of the media and and brushing yourself off what type of star you are when you're putting other people's lives at risk. Well, I've vented enough for today. This is Miss Lena to you. Have a good day.